We are live here in Indianapolis for SmackDown Live. Thank you for joining us here this Tuesday night. We are on the road to SummerSlam, which is 3 weeks away, and tonight we have a lot of things transpiring that are going to be key leading up to our pay-per-view at the end of the month. We've been informed that we are going to be starting off the evening with Chris Jericho coming to join us. Of course, he has been fighting for any kind of championship opportunity that he can get, and he feels that he has been screwed out of opportunities going all the way back to Money in the Bank. Chris Jericho has been wanting any kind of title opportunity he can get here. He was fighting for Money in the Bank to try to have a shot at the WWE Championship, but of course he lost that match. Jeff Hardy is our Money in the Bank winner. But even leading up to that, he's had a few issues with King Booker, who betrayed him when they came back to run SmackDown for an evening. And of course, King Booker is in United States title consideration with Rey Mysterio. And of course, there it is. Chris Jericho is calling out King Booker. These two have not had a match to face off against their differences since King Booker screwed him at Money in the Bank. And it looks like King Booker is coming to join us now to confront Y2J. King Booker, of course, did take Rey Mysterio's United States Championship belt last week after attacking the referee and Rey Mysterio with that belt. He then took off with the belt. King Booker not with the belt here at this moment, but he still has Rey Mysterio's belt. And Chris Jericho is challenging King Booker. He wants in this match. He wants in the United States match. He wants to make it a triple threat match. Of course, King Booker wants nothing to do with that. He wants Rey Mysterio one-on-one to win the United States Championship. Chris Jericho issuing a challenge here tonight. He versus King Booker one-on-one. If Chris Jericho wins, it becomes a triple threat match at SummerSlam for the United States Championship. And sounds like King Booker is accepting of the challenge. We will see that match here later tonight. Chris Jericho and King Booker. If Chris Jericho wins, he will go to SummerSlam and participate in a triple threat match for the United States Championship. But first, we have Shinsuke Nakamura and Matt Hardy. This match comes from the tag team match last week between the Hardy Boys and Awesome Style. The Hardy Boys just completely dominated that match against Awesome Style, against Miz and Nakamura. And in order to end the match, and I guess to try to save face from embarrassment, Nakamura low-blowed Matt Hardy right in front of the referee. That match last week did get tossed out, of course, but for obvious reasons, Matt Hardy would like Shinsuke Nakamura one-on-one here, and he's going to get that tonight.
Making his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 236 pounds, Matt Hardy. From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nakamura's actions here on SmackDown since losing the United States Championship to Rey Mysterio have been more than questionable. He's teamed up with The Miz to form Awesome Style, and together those two have just been as dirty as you can get in the ring. Low blows, after match beatdowns. These two have just shown an absolute lack of respect or consideration to any of their opponents. Now Shinsuke will be one-on-one in this match against Matt Hardy. With no Miz to hide behind or nothing else. He's got to face Matt head on. Of course, Edge and Christian are still out of action. They've been out for quite a while after the actions from Miz and Nakamura. A lot of the excessive beatdowns they gave those two men, the tag team legends. And now it looks like Nakamura may be setting his sights on the Hardy Boys. There are even those that have said that Nakamura was right for feeling a little bit screwed with the way Rey Mysterio was just able to show back up out of nowhere, get an immediate title opportunity. But then Nakamura did get a lot of opportunities to reclaim that championship as well, and he did lose all of those, including a 2 out of 3 falls match. But he has taken a lot of control here tonight. Matt Hardy hasn't gotten much in for offense yet. But he does counter here. Hardy setting up Nakamura himself. And he does hit a twist of fate. But Nakamura kicks out. So close. So close to a 3 count, but not quite. Quite a change of momentum as Shinsuke was setting up to put Matt Hardy away. Matt Hardy counters, and now he's in control of this match. Quick cover, not even a 1 count. Side effect as Matt continues his offensive onslaught here. Another close count. Matt Hardy almost gets the 3 count. Nakamura just gets the shoulder up. Setting him up again. Twist of fate number 2. And you got to think that's got to be it. And that is it. Matt Hardy picks up a victory here against Nakamura. A tiny bit of redemption here for Matt Hardy from last week, picking up a clean victory over Shinsuke Nakamura. This can only mean that Nakamura is he's got to be getting more and more frustrated as the weeks go on since losing his championship. Rey Mysterio has defeated him and successfully defended that title. And the only way that Shinsuke has really gotten out of any matches is through his own cheap tactics. And now here in a clean match, he loses. Randy Orton has been gunning for Diamond Dallas Page. He seems to want a shot at the newly brought back Hardcore Championship, which Diamond Dallas Page, of course, is the new champion. Randy Orton making a statement to the Hardcore division by putting a beat down on Rhino last week, which sets up this match here tonight.
Combined weight of 540 pounds, the Animal Batista and the Viper, Randy Orton, Evolution.
Randy Orton and Batista coming together for this matchup. Of course, Evolution reunited here on SmackDown a couple months back, right before Backlash. And they'll face off against Diamond Dallas Page, who is teaming up with Rhino for this Extreme Rules match tonight.
From the Jersey Shore, weighing in at 248 pounds, the WWE Hardcore Champion, Diamond Dallas Page. And his partner, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 295 pounds, Rhino.
Rhino came over to SmackDown from Raw after breaking up with former tag team champion Heath Slater and the $1 Million Team of Rhino, Slater, and Ted DiBiase. He came over here to compete in the hardcore division, which is a little more at home for Rhino. Although, of course, it wasn't a great introduction last week, losing to Randy Orton. But he gets a little bit of a shot to redeem himself tonight in this Extreme Rules Tornado Tag match. Batista has some frustrations of his own to take out in this match. Of course, he did lose in that triple threat title match at Money in the Bank. AJ Styles retained the WWE Championship, and the following week on SmackDown, he lost the last man standing match for the championship to AJ Styles. So Batista's a little bit frustrated. You got to think he's probably at the back of the line for any kind of title shots now, which is not what he had intended when he came back to SmackDown in the WWE. So, while not in any kind of title consideration in the immediate future, you got to think now he's just looking to take out his frustrations on anyone that he gets into this ring with. Gloating as Evolution clears the ring. Rhino sneaks back in though. Batista's not paying attention. Rhino, of course, gets the upper hand. Batista's got to pay more attention than that. Getting a little too cocky, a little too arrogant in this matchup. Batista has developed a little bit of a sense of superiority. Ooh, with a spine buster. Batista going for the Batista bomb. Rhino goes up and comes back down. DDP back in to break up the pin. Again, DDP just barely breaking up the count. RKO in the middle of the ring. Here comes the 3 count. And DDP in just in time to save the pinfall again. Oh no, what's Batista doing here? Don't do this. Oh, right on the throat of Rhino. How is Rhino kicking out of this? How can he have anything left with the beating he's taken so far tonight? And he's still kicking out. Batista takes out the ref and now going right at Rhino 2. Batista had nothing left after that Batista bomb. that DDT right onto the steel chair. And that pinfall finally comes. The destruction left by Evolution on Diamond Dallas Page and Rhino.
Here
I don't even know how
your
any of these
winners,
men are still standing
the
after
Animal,
that.
Batista and the Viper, Randy Orton. Evolution.
Mr. Money in the Bank, Jeff Hardy, is in one-on-one action tonight against Andrade Almas.
Making his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Jeff Hardy.
And of course, Zelina Vega on the ring apron to distract the 3 count. That could have been match over for Jeff Hardy. And now, of course, Cien Almas is able to get himself back together and kick out. This match should be over. Jeff going for it one more time. Is this going to do it? No! He's able to get the shoulder up just in time. Just before 3. Oh my God. Jeff has to be wondering what he's going to have to do to keep Almas down. The first pinfall was disrupted by Zelina Vega, but this one, Almas just is not ready to go down yet. Moves out of the way. Is Almas going to be able to capitalize? No, he's not. Jeff back in control. Almost looked like he had an opportunity for a second to take control. But Jeff Hardy regained control. Well, they say third time's the charm. Could that be the case here for Jeff Hardy? He's going for Swanton Bomb one more time. One, two, three, and that one's going to do it. Mr. Money in the Bank holds on despite the distraction from Zelina Vega. It took 3 Swanton Bombs, but Jeff Hardy finally picked up the victory.
Here is your winner, Jeff Hardy.
And here's the match that Chris Jericho has been waiting for. One-on-one with King Booker. And of course, as per the stipulation earlier this evening, if Chris Jericho wins this match, he will go to SummerSlam and get involved in that triple threat match with King Booker and Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship.
Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho!
Chris Jericho has been waiting for this match for weeks, and he's finally going to get a chance to get his hands on King Booker.
And his opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 251 pounds, King Booker!
Since returning, King Booker has just, his natural arrogance, his narcissism, his ego, whatever you want to call it, he's just had this sense, this superiority complex that he is better than anyone else on this roster, and that he really can't be bothered with anybody in that locker room. He feels a sense of entitlement to that United States Championship, and he's willing to take it by any means necessary. And Jericho doesn't want to wait any longer. Let's get this match started, Jericho says. Booker's not even out of his cape and crown yet. And Jericho just going to work, laying waste on the #1 contender, taking out so many weeks of frustration. Referee finally pulls him aside long enough so Booker can get out of his entrance gear. And now that this match is back underway, Chris Jericho is not laying off the gas. Not one bit. Not pumping the brakes. He's going at King Booker with everything. And now King Booker turns the tides and takes a little bit of control for himself. Booker distracted, getting a little cocky, getting a little arrogant, decides to taunt and now pays the price for it. Oh, Jericho's going for it already. He's trying to set King Booker up in the walls of Jericho. He's rolling him over. Got him locked in. No, but Booker's able to get himself out of it. Not enough damage has been done yet. Not even a 1 count. Jericho just no-selling the offense from King Booker so far. Codebreaker, that's gonna do it. Jericho can't even get up. Jericho, you gotta get up. Dragging Booker into the middle of the ring, but did he waste too much time? 1, 2, and Booker's up. Chris Jericho couldn't capitalize after the Codebreaker. Jericho back in the ring, going to the top rope. High flying, hits with the elbow drop. Jericho just not letting Booker get to his feet or really get any kind of consistent momentum going here. Now he's putting Booker up on the top rope. What's he gonna do here? Going to the top with him, setting him up. Oh, Hurricanrana from the top rope. And he's setting him up for it one more time. He's got it locked in, but can he hold it this time? No, Booker just gets out of it. Ooh, big spine buster to Chris Jericho. Booker going for a pin of his own. Nope, not enough yet, not enough. Booker setting up Y2J. Y2J counters. Oh, Chris. Couple counters going back and forth. He's going back to the walls of Jericho one more time. Oh, King Booker just gets to the ropes. Booker may have been able to break the hold, but you know he's got to be hurting right now. And another Codebreaker. Jericho going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, just in time.
Come on, baby!
Jericho with another burst of energy. One more time. And no, that's still not going to do it. But that might. 1, 2. No! Booker again gets the shoulder up. Booker T going for the scissor kick again, but can't get it. Another code breaker. But can't capitalize. And that one's finally gonna do it. Chris Jericho picks up a hard-fought victory, and with that, he's going to SummerSlam. But you got to give a lot of credit to King Booker. King Booker did not want to go down, surviving code breaker after code breaker, walls of Jericho after walls of Jericho.
Here is your winner, Chris
And still fighting
Jericho.
through the whole time. Becky Lynch has been avoiding a one-on-one confrontation with Charlotte Flair for weeks, weaseling her way out of championship matches, attacking from behind. They're going to meet one-on-one here tonight. Of course, this is non-title. Becky Lynch still hesitant to get in that ring and using the opportunity to ambush Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair finally getting Becky into that ring. She's finally going to have an opportunity here to face Becky Lynch. This match is not for the championship. That will be at SummerSlam, but it is a preview of that championship match between these two women. Much too early for that pin here. And a spear from Charlotte Flair. Is that going to be enough to keep the champion down? Charlotte doesn't even want to keep her down. She wants to continue this beating here. Of course, elsewhere in the Divas division, if you didn't tune in to Raw this past week, Sasha Banks will be facing Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's Championship. Raw will also have the Universal Championship being on the line as John Cena defends against Finn Balor. Of course, he did lose to Finn Balor last night on Raw. So that's a lot of momentum for the challenger coming into SummerSlam. Of course, Finn Balor thinks that he didn't lose that match legitimately at Money in the Bank. Up and the armbar's locked in by Becky. Nope, but Charlotte's able to get out of it. This match is going to continue. Back to that Money in the Bank championship match. John Cena had been knocked outside at ringside. Finn Balor went outside to meet him, and Cena hit him in the face with a chair. This allowed Cena to toss him back in the ring and pick up the victory to defend that title. 1, 2, Becky Lynch gets the shoulder up. This match will continue. So Finn Balor does have a legitimate argument that he did not lose that match fair and square. And Charlotte channeling her father there, taunting Becky, but going right at the champion. Finn Balor issued a direct challenge to Cena, which Cena accepted. Is Charlotte going to go for the pin here? She is. This could do it. This is going to be it here. 1, 2, 3. Charlotte pins the champion. Heading into SummerSlam. Heading into their title match at SummerSlam. If Charlotte does this in 3 weeks, we're going to have a new SmackDown Women's Champion.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
Becky tried to continue playing her games, but they did not work here tonight on SmackDown. And this is huge for Charlotte. Another SummerSlam preview match. We have AJ Styles, the WWE Champion, versus The Miz, the #1 contender. These two will be fighting at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. But here tonight, a non-title grudge match, preview match, as AJ Styles and The Miz have been having a lot of animosity towards each other in recent weeks. A lot of confrontation, a lot of conflict, and it looks like it's going to be no different here tonight. Miz going right at the champion. These two have been getting into each other's matches non-stop, week after week, until last week on SmackDown. It finally erupted as the two battled up the ramp and on the stage. Miz has something to prove here tonight, even though it's a non-title match. He feels he's been overlooked and ignored here on SmackDown. Of course, defeating Daniel Bryan at Backlash, then defeating Shane McMahon at Extreme Rules to finally earn an opportunity. Gets out of the way of that flying attack there. Finally earning an opportunity at the championship at Money in the Bank, but of course feeling disrespected that was a triple threat match. A great showing by Miz in that match, but ultimately he was the one that was pinned by AJ Styles to retain the championship. So along with feeling a lot of disrespect on SmackDown, he's also got some frustrations that he's got to build back from, as he did lose the triple threat match, being the one pinned. But he did finally get himself a one-on-one opportunity, and The Miz will face AJ Styles one-on-one at SummerSlam. Finally for The Miz, there will be no Batista. There will be no anybody else. He doesn't have any distractions from Edge and Christian going on anymore. He doesn't have any distractions from Daniel Bryan or Shane McMahon. He can set his sights solely on the champion. And that's what he's doing here tonight. Nobody thinks Miz has ever been good enough to hang in the main event here on SmackDown, but Miz is definitely proving those people wrong here tonight. And Miz hits the skull-crushing finale. Is that going to do it? Is he going to pin the champion already? There's no way. There's no way. 1, 2. AJ just gets the shoulder up. Miz is definitely not happy about that. He wanted the 3 count. Arguing with the referee a little bit, but has to go right back to work on AJ. Counters an attempt at the Styles Clash. And now Miz is taking charge once again. And of course, this is how Miz won his #1 contenders match, by getting Chris Jericho counted out. Referee's down as well. Miz counters the counter. AJ setting Miz up. He wants to finish this off, but Miz counters. Tries to go for one of his own, but AJ counters that as well. These two men going back and forth at each other. Here's AJ setting him up, lays him out with a Styles Clash. He's going to go for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Miz just gets the shoulder up. DDT. And now he's setting up AJ. He's going to go for the finish. Is Miz going to pick up a victory over the champion? He hits the skull-crushing finale. That's going to do it. Miz is going to pick up a victory over the champion. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, go! AJ's still in it. How? How? swing and a miss. AJ going top rope. He wants to finish off the Miz. Miz counters, gets out of the way. He's looking to take advantage. DDT. AJ's busted wide open. And Miz going for the count cover. 1, 2. No, AJ still has a little bit left. And Miz no-sells AJ's offense. Kicks out before even a 1 count. Ooh, AJ's setting him up. He's going to finish Miz off right here. Going for the Styles Clash. And Miz counters. Goes for the DDT. Hits it. AJ is down. Miz setting it up. He wants to finish AJ off right here. And he's gonna do it! Miz going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that one does it. The Miz pins the champion AJ Styles. The Miz has wanted to prove that he belongs with the best of the best that SmackDown has to offer. And tonight, he showed that he belongs. If this is the result at SummerSlam, we're going to have a new WWE Championship. AJ's run is going to be over.
Here is your winner, The Miz.
You got to give it to Miz. He's been known for giving up and using cheap tactics. He didn't do that tonight. He stayed in the fight. He took everything AJ had to throw at him, and he emerged victorious. What a night here on SmackDown. Thank you for joining us here. We'll see you next time for NXT. Don't forget that NXT TakeOver is at the end of this week, and SummerSlam is in 3 weeks. Thank you, everybody, for WWE 2K19.